this is about how we're gonna start. So you can start to see it's already started to char. Rotates to go. Now we're burning that off. So you see it charring, that's what you want. So basically what we're gonna be doing is just charring the whole thing. So you want to get the better the char, you're burning off the skin as it cooks the inside. He's gonna pretty much blanch it and take the skin right off. So once we let this sit, it'll suck down in. Once it starts to cool, once we get done poaching the eggs, we're gonna go ahead and de-skin it. Basically all we're gonna have to do is run it over some water and it'll fall right off. And it'll have some nice fire roast. So what the meal is gonna be with the mushrooms and this, we're gonna take a little bit of mozzarella, melted on top of the oven, and have that. So, very important to have very, very watery egg cups. Yeah, so the swirl is just to make sure it doesn't stick to the bottom.
Right.
And that's why, like in a kitchen, they'll have the metal grate on the bottom, so the bubble will push it up off of that. And that's what you don't want. You still want that yolk to burst, but you don't want the egg whites to burst. Overcook the other one. But I pulled one. You can see the whites on it are cooked. Yeah. See the yolks. So
And it's the same as right. It's fully cooked. There's something like that. It's easier to right.
yeah, it's just it's fully cooked, and it looks like it was still in the shell. That's what the when at least it's take its shape. This is what you're
Send it back. Yeah.
are cooking up.
No.
This is what you are like in Europe and Great Britain when they give a hard-boiled egg. This would be what they kill the egg off and eat it out like this. This is what they would order, like how they would do. So this is a little harder. Hard-boiled egg. Most hard-boiled eggs, like if you boil them, this is completely yellow. But that's kind of a little overcooked. And then yeah, this one, if somebody served me that, I didn't ask for it. Is that how it looks?
Basically, yeah.
I would have said that.
You wouldn't?
I would have thrown it at him. No, I would have been like, and then what you want. Because that when you open it up, it'll drain out with the hollandaise over the bread
And drench the muffin.
Drench the muffin, get the flavor. But that's what you want, and you can see, like the egg yolk is completely cooked, or the egg whites are completely cooked. It's just the yolk that is runny. But that's the difference between one you send back and one you don't. But also if somebody asks for it over hard, this is what they want. You just leave it in the water a little longer, and you can pull it up and test it and stuff. When you're doing a bunch at a time, they'll have a slotted spoon, and one guy is doing the eggs. You know, they'll pull them off, put them in like a little half sheet tray and stuff like that, and send it over to get it assembled.
So you want the water in there, I bring it?
You like
The water in mushroom?
yeah.
Really? How do you put it
The water is inside the mushroom?
Right.
So, why not?
Okay.
You can tell the perch that we're need to burn. Work out a little bit. Alright. And you can these and everything, it'll still leave juice. anything, so you put these right into a canner and then pan it. Save it for a while. So, like, in the store, you can get, like, the strips for the whole. Obviously, the whole is like this. Strips look a little better on the plate. What we're doing.
We're doing a pretty intensive program, but they also have, weekend classes and, just even nightly classes. But for me, I wanted to go all in on it. So, again, very happy about the opportunity to have a schedule that works with mine.
One thing I really loved about MCAI was that they were dedicated for the professional. They weren't about wasting time. It's a very accelerated program. A lot of these culinary schools, it's like you're there for years, but this is a semester's worth. But the knowledge and information is years worth. They got the certifications. You also get ServSafe certified, which is huge for a lot of restaurants.
So I think, and I think about the progress I personally have made, and I see in my classmates, whether it's things like knife skills or just their ability to, their techniques that we've learned and then applying the techniques. I did some cooking over the weekend and I used some of the techniques that we've been taught here. And I feel like I produced a better meal for my family than I did previously. So, because I have that skill now, that knowledge.
Just give it a shot. You have nothing to lose.